Welcome, everybody, to Straight Shooter Wrestling Podcast. Today, we are talking about Cody Rhodes and how he may just be getting too forcefully pushed down our throats. We're talking about that. Don't worry. Don't freak out. Don't start putting in the comments, oh my God, he's a Cody Rhodes hater. Relax. I still think Cody Rhodes is very much over. We all agree that Cody Rhodes is very much over, but we've got some evidence that we want to present to you, and we want to talk about that evidence. Steve, how have you been?
I have been fantastic, Santi. This is an interesting topic because I have been very for Cody ever since he came back, except for his return.
I was going to say, you fucking liar. You were with me. We hated him.
Except for Mania. After Mania, it's been an upward trajectory for him. But this one's interesting because a lot of people ask me why I do not like John Cena. And what we are seeing with Cody Rhodes right now, with this push, this just putting him into everything, and obviously what we saw the other night on Monday Night Raw, is the exact same feeling I got when John Cena started to get his push. It was just so much of one thing at the one time, and it's just like, this is who you're going to cheer for now. This is your future, blah, 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 blah. This is where I'm starting to really kind of lose my faith in Cody, because WWE wants us to be about Cody and only Cody, even though there are 3 or 4 other wrestlers on the marquee right now that could easily take the ball and run with it.
Yeah, here I'm going to lay out the problem that I noticed, and I think it was egregiously apparent this Monday night. Cody Rhodes is over. He is very over. Every time he comes out, huge pop. People want to see him succeed. People want to see him win. I'm of the mind I'm a little tired of the whole my daddy's Dusty Rhodes storyline, but we can talk about that a different day. The character of Cody Rhodes is over. The problem for WWE is that he is not the most over. And that is what they are trying to do. They are trying to make Cody the most over superstar ahead of Sami Zayn. And they're taking really just obvious attempts at shoving him down our throats when it's like, dude, I already have Cody Rhodes in my throat. I probably should have figured a better phrasing than that, but I'm already excited about Cody Rhodes. The problem, I'm already
This is live too.
No restarting. I'm already super excited about Cody Rhodes. The problem is that in WWE's eyes, they have a problem with me being more excited about Sami Zayn than I am about Cody Rhodes, because Cody Rhodes is firmly number 2. Sami Zayn is currently firmly number 1, I think, in the eyes of the majority of the WWE universe. And WWE is not okay with that. So what do they do on Monday night? After John Cena's legendary promo, one of the best promos of the last 20 years on poor Austin Theory, who did not see the license plate of that truck that hit him. After that promo, for some reason, John Cena says, "You're not ready for WrestleMania, but I know who is," and then cue the Cody Rhodes music. And Cody Rhodes comes out in a suit, so it wasn't even to set up a match with Theory right then and there. It was to hug Cena. So Steve, how can the biggest face of the WWE in WWE's eyes require a John Cena rub? How?
Man, this was so weird, because I thought the exact same thing you did. Oh, okay. I saw the smoke and I'm like, oh, okay, what's going to happen here? And then Cody comes out and then he's in the suit and I'm like, okay, I thought we were going to maybe get a match, because Theory was kind of dressed to go.
Sure.
Right? And then you sit there and you get this awkward, and it wasn't like one hug. It was like a cuddle sesh, just standing there and whatever what they were talking about, dinner, lunch, their next vacation, whatever. And you sit there and you're like, why are they trying to show like the proverbial passing of the torch? Because it's not needed.
No.
Cody, for one, no disrespect to Cody. Cody has not been around long enough in this run to get that torch passed to him from the likes of Cena. Like, this is what frustrates me about this, Santi, because...
So wait, you saw that as a passing of the torch? Because I saw it as WWE being like, please root for this guy. Please.
No, I saw this as Cena saying, you know how we got Bray and Taker?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there was that little subtle,
sure. Yeah.
whisper. That's how I saw this.
Okay.
They wanted more TV time because Cody is the next champion. I still don't believe that Cody's the next champion at Mania. It like none of this makes sense because Santi, I don't want to take this away from the Cody Rhodes topic, but if Roman loses at Mania, it's kind of like a pitcher being in a no-hitter and pulling him with one out left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The 1,000 days that they are so close to giving Roman, which arguably over the past 3 years, he's deserved to be at the 1,000 days at this point. And you called this 800 days ago. Almost.
I did.
You did. And now I'm saying this and I'm like, why would you do it now? Why Mania? Why? You can wait 3 more months and do it at SummerSlam. So to do this proverbial passing of the torch from Cena to Cody with Roman nowhere in sight, and then basically you're saying, oh, this is our next champion. None of that whole segment made sense to me. It's like, if you're going to do that, make it in the ring. Don't make it at the ramp. Make it in the ring and make it something more spectacle, more of a spectacle. You know what I mean? Not whatever that was.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was so weird. And it bugs me to the point that, like, I don't want any more Cody. Like, even like the little segment, the hidden segment that they had with Cody and Kevin Owens backstage, I completely missed it. But seeing that, it's just like, we don't need Cody to be the bridge between Sami and Kevin. There's enough history there. We don't need Cody in this. Let Cody run with Roman, and maybe at the go away episode of Monday Night Raw to Mania, have a triple threat. Or a trios tag or something with the bloodline. Now that the bloodline's back together and whole and everyone's happy, have it Cody, Kevin, and Sami. And then Kevin like walk out or something. You know what I mean? Do something that way. But we don't need Cody being the bridge to a potential tag match between the Usos, Sami, and Kevin. That story can work itself together.
Yeah, that was the other bit of that episode of Monday Night Raw that I was like face palming, where Sami's getting beaten down and then Cody makes the save. How about you just have no one make the save? The whole point of that entire segment is that Sami Zayn was not able to overcome blood, right? Blood is thicker than water. The Jay turned on him. Boom, he gets beat down. Bloodline stands strong. That's how the episode should end. There's a problem, though. The episode ending that way creates too much empathy for Sami Zayn, and WWE don't want Sami Zayn to be their top star going into WrestleMania, so you have to have Cody Rhodes run in and make the save, and it was awkward. It was just awkward. Like, Cody is over. He is over. In wrestling terms, if you don't understand, that's good. Like, the crowd likes him. People want to see him. He is over. There is a thing as a tipping point when you keep pushing him too far, where people are going to turn on him. And I'm not at that point yet, but I always call you and I the 1%. You and I are the type that overanalyze professional wrestling. Most people don't. We are seeing the early stages of this. If this continues, the other 99% are going to pick up on it.
Yeah. And the thing is, we've seen this before. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. They were trying to push Batista down our throats, and it wasn't working because Daniel Bryan was so over. And granted, I wasn't the fan of Yeselmania. It was just something I didn't like. It is what it is. I don't like fun, apparently. But at the end of the day, I like what they're doing with Cody. Except this. Stop making Sami look that weak. We know Sami is not forever to be the face of the company, but he can be a champion, and he can be a champion by himself. You don't need to end your flagship show with the guy that you want us to cheer for protecting the guy we're already cheering for.
Here's the thing, right? Like, the WWE does not like it when, and this is not a Rock reference, WWE doesn't like it when their top champion is not the people's champion.
Yep.
Because Cody Rhodes can win and he'll be mega popular, but he won't be the people's champion. That's Sami Zayn at the moment, right? 100%. And it's a damn pickle to be in. But sometimes, like, you should just let it run its course. If you just let it run its course naturally, we're gonna want Cody Rhodes to win. Okay, sure, he doesn't get the biggest pop of the night. That's okay. We don't need to force him to be the biggest pop of the night, because when you force him to be the biggest pop of the night, he'll become the biggest boo of the night at some point or another. Again, he's not there yet. I don't even think he's close to being there yet. It's just that you and I and the people that are listening to this episode, we're overanalyzers. We are the 1% of wrestling fans that are losers about this. All right. But inevitably, right, we're the first ones to pick up on these things, but inevitably it will lead to the rest of the WWE universe catching on to this and starting to feel the same way.
Yeah, it's gonna be, like you said, we're at that tipping. I think we're at that tipping point at this point. I think we're at a point where it's getting dangerous to push more Cody. Let Cody and Roman feud. Let them cut their promos with each other and leave it at that. We don't need Cody, again, like I said, being that bridge to another part of a bloodline feud. First off, nobody that is in the 1%, I believe, wanted Cody in the bloodline feud. I think we all wanted it to be Roman Sammy at Mania, but they were never going to give us that because he's not the people's champion. Like you said, it was always going to be Cody. But at the end of the day, we don't need you to overplay this. Don't overplay your hand. You got a royal flush. Don't go all in. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those ones where we're just like, we understand what you want from us, but we right now want something else because this man has put in 9 to 10 months worth of work. He deserves the spot he's in. He doesn't need his hand held across the line when he's the one been running with the torch. That is truthfully my final opinion on this whole thing. Sammy has run the last year, starting at WrestleMania last year in that dumb match that put Sammy so over. Then he joins into the bloodline and he was off to the races. Granted, Roman's been the guy. We all know Roman's been the guy. We acknowledge Roman as being the guy. But truthfully, the guy who has carried this entire fucking storyline is Sami Zayn, and he doesn't need the son of a plumber to hold his hand across the line, because Cody can do his own thing. Sammy's already there. Cody, if anything, needs Sami to get there.
Yeah, I think they should just let them run parallel. I don't think that there's a need to try and put one over the other. And that's weird to me, because WWE has been in plenty of situations where they've had two megastars at the same time, The Rock and Stone Cold. Let them fucking run with them. Let each of them run with it, and the fans will be all the better for it. But I think that'll wrap it up. We don't want to seem like Cody Rhodes haters. We already did plenty of that at the start of 2022. Trust me, we ate our words. I'm happy to eat my words. I would much rather be wrong than right about these sorts of situations. But anyway, Steve, where can people find you?
Guys, you can find me at twitch.tv/Mr. Tesh, and that's pretty much all I'm going to plug today. Santi, what about you?
Wait, Steve, what are you giving away on your stream?
Oh, God. At 10,000 followers, I'm giving away an Xbox Series X.
There you go. You said it right. Yes. Yes. Because calling it an X Series is like calling the PlayStation the Station Play. All right. Just get it right. Anyways, you can find me over on twitch.tv/SantiZap and over on TikTok at Mr. SantiZap. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Street Shooter Wrestling Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave it a like, a comment, and subscribe either on YouTube or any of the podcast services that you're listening to. Take care and have a great night.